you've been acting for about 17 years, and most of your work is in the horror industry, and you currently yearly work at a haunted house here in New York City called Blood Manor, which is kind of known as like the scariest haunted house.
Yeah, 20 years. They've been open now.
In New York City.
Yes.
And you have so many pictures of you terrifying people. And, you know, you mentioned you were born with one eye, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. I was born with both. But then at one point on the left side, it wasn't doing so well. So it was the cornea. There you go. Okay. The cornea was coming out from the left side. They tried to fix it twice, but it didn't work. So the doctor said it was going to go over into my right eye as well. So they were like, might as well, we have to take out the left eye because we don't want to go completely blind. So for me, I've always had my one eye that I've always seen out of my right eye. I have no clue what it's like to see through my left eye at all.
And you have a prosthetic right now?
Yes.
You're my first guest with a prosthetic eye.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, and you kind of utilize that in your work at Blood Manor.
Oh, yeah. Might as well make the best out of it, right? That's what I say.
Can you tell everyone kind of how you utilize that prosthetic eye with your work?
Oh, I'll tell you from the beginning, when I kind of started auditioning for the plays, everybody's in the room trying different rooms. They have theme rooms. And one of the rooms that they wanted me to do was an electric chair. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to audition for this when we come back and see what I can do. So I'm looking through random movies and trying to come up with what happened in the electric chair. Because again, me being in the acting world, I want to, you want to do your homework on whatever it is.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I came up with an idea. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm sitting in the chair. I have my eye is literally wrapped around my blindfolded. So I sit in the chair. I start yelling, shaking. I remove the blindfold, and I don't have my prosthetic on. And it's just empty. And I hear my boss say, "Oh my God." And he looks at the other guy. Nope. And he looks at me. "You got it. You're doing this job." And ever since, I try to use whatever you want to call it, disability or whatever, to my advantage. Yeah. But I have a prosthetic and it works. I make it work for the haunted house that I'm at. And the way it started, it's crazy because I just had, it was an all white eye. And, I would just hang out with my other friends waiting for everyone to get online. And people would be like, "Oh, what happened to your eye? What happened to your eye?" And I didn't know what to say. So I was like, "Oh, I got stabbed in the eye with a fork." And then I started thinking about this. And I'm like, that's interesting. I'm going to carry a fork with me. I started carrying a fork, and then I would tap on my eye with it. And then it just became fun because I like crazy stuff like that. And I'm just crazy. I love this kind of horror. Creepy stuff.
Like gory horror.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you later, makeup and stuff that I use. That's how I started. I started using a fork. And then after that, I just put my regular prosthetic eye because I have a whole bunch. Yeah. I would just put the fork around my neck. I would dress up in a creepy costume. And I would just tap my eye with the fork. It's just the eye looks so real. Yeah. People would freak out because they don't expect it. Yeah. So that's how I started. That's how I got my audition working.
Yeah. And that's your origin story for Blood Manor.
17 seasons later, here we are.
And you terrify people out in the line because in the pictures on your Instagram and even on the website, you're in your full clowns makeup, costume, and then you have your eye, and you should see some people. I'll throw some pictures up so people can, if people are watching on YouTube, they can see you terrifying people.
Yes.
But there's pictures of people just being terrified of you.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I discovered people are scared of clowns.
Yeah.
And after a while, I made that my thing. So for past so many years, that's my character. It's improv, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And people are scared of it, so I love it. The one year that I get to be mean, scary, and horrible to people, and it's okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
You seem like such a sweet and nice guy. Does it ever feel strange to scare people?
No, that's the crazy part. Because it's fun. That's why I grew up watching horror, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, all that horror stuff. So I like that. So then when I came across working at a haunted house, performing at one, it's like, oh, yeah, I love this. So what I like is that once you get in costume and you walk through those doors, you're a different person. And it's just something that's fun to do, seeing people's reaction. And it's just something that's fun. And, I think school-wise growing up, you're not part of the cool kids group. So now people are paying attention and watching me and all that. So it's fun to be mean and all that fun stuff to people. But I do have my nice side where, when there are little kids, I'm nice.
Yeah, you shared a photo with me when we were emailing each other back and forth of I think it was a little boy, and he was not scared of you.
No, it's so crazy. You'd be surprised.
And there was a dog too that wasn't scared of you.
Oh, dogs.
Yeah.
It's crazy because all the dogs in that area know me, and I will it's the craziest thing. Because this is where my weird, nice side / scary side comes in. Because I'm scaring people, all this stuff. People are screaming, which is fantastic once you find that one target. And then, because they do it to themselves. I'm walking, and then I hear someone.
So basically, they give it away that they're scared, and then you hear that they're scared, and then you target them.
Oh yeah. Then I turn around and I climb over the barricade, and I just target them.
That's awesome.
Then this guy I know, he's been there for quite a while. He'll come out with his dog, and I love dogs. I grew up with them, and I will stop and kind of come out of character, and I've literally just sat on the floor playing with the dog, and the dog's all happy. And then after that, I jump right into character, but do it in a way that I'm still a character the entire time.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's a lot of improv. Great for people that want to do acting and stuff like that, for sure.